Uh, he told me that if I said one more word, that he'll cut my black ass and send me back to Louisiana.
That's what he said. Those were his exact words.
Exactly.
And that was in response of you presenting the case of how you played that season and how you were top defender and everything like that and what you contributed to the team, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now, one of the things, so who else was in the room at that time?
It's Quinn Snyder. I didn't, at the time when I came out, I didn't know that Justin Zanuck was in the room. Uh, that really didn't, stick out to me.
Uh-huh.
But if they said he was in the room, I wasn't going to say that if I didn't remember he was in the room.
Now,
So
right now, when Dennis said this to you, did he whisper it to you? Did he lean over close to you, or did he say it like from across the room and type of shout it to you? Because that wasn't quite clear when I was reading about it.
yeah, I mean, he said it like a authoritative, authoritative. He irately, said it. And my reaction was, did he really just say that, And I was a little bit more, excited, and
Right.
a little bit more angry at the time. And I looked at Quinn, no reaction on his face. But, I've healed from that situation, so it's easier for me to talk about it now. And
Right.
I understand that, at the time that he was, he probably felt that I was coming out of my position as the player,
Uh-huh.
and he wanted to actually put me back in my place. And so what he said was wrong. It was racially insensitive. After 6 years, you fight with yourself on, what type of person you are. And I've always been a person to, you know, step up, do what I need to do for, my family, do what I need to do for. And if I can help in any way, that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I did.
And so there's no way that Quinn Snyder couldn't have heard this. Like it was loud enough for him to hear, and there's no way that he could have missed it or anything like that.
Absolutely no way.
Were you expecting or hoping for Dennis Lindsey to at least acknowledge it and apologize? I mean, it's not like you were calling for his job. It's not like you thought that they were going to fire him over it. And even if he did say, yes, I did say it and I apologize, he probably still wouldn't have been fired from it. But were you at least hoping that he would at least acknowledge it and say, yes, I was wrong and I apologize to you in front of the world?
I was. And, I probably could have done a better job in, reaching out to him to tell him how I was actually, thinking his position or his plight should have been. Not saying he would listen to me. We need more, white people in positions of leadership stepping up, admitting the wrongs, right?
Right.
Like if I feel like other white people, saw that from a leadership position and they take that stance, people that fall under will probably say, you know what, maybe we're looking at this all wrong. And if
Mm-hmm.
he can actually, make the change and, accept the fact that he was wrong in what he said, then, maybe we can actually see this, start looking at this, not be afraid to kind of like, put it out there that we've made mistakes in the past. And
Right.
that's all it was. It was a mistake. But, it's even a greater mistake to lie about it after the fact.
I agree. I agree. Um, so yesterday, Gordon Munson, who has been a columnist at the Salt Lake Tribune since 1993, he wrote an article for the Tribune. And the byline was, only those in the room know what was said 6 years ago. But I do know that Utah Jazz VP is not a racist, nor is he racially insensitive. And he went on to pretty much defend him and tell about his personal experiences with him and personal conversations that he had with him and how he is dedicated to social justice and, ending racism. And, he just basically made the case to say that he would never say anything like this. And I'm reading the article And I'm like, wow, that's pretty one-sided. I mean, he could have reached out to you and got a few comments from you and gotten your perspective or said some things about you, but basically all he said was, I don't know if Elijah Millsap is lying or not. And then he went on to Dennis, and I had an issue with that. I got to be honest with you. Reading that, and I read it, and then, okay, I said, all right, let me go back and read it again, because maybe there's something I missed. And I read it again, and I was like, nope, no quotes from Elijah, no saying anything about Elijah, nothing. He just presented the case as if there's no way that this person that he vouches for would ever say anything like that. And I just want to ask you, did you read the article, and did you have the same reaction that I had when I read it?